Very often in woodworking, when we look at our plans, we see widths for a project that are beyond any materials that we have in our inventory that we have laying around. It's the case for our project in here, where we're going to be making legs out of a board that's wider than what we have. And in this case here, you can see it's very obvious the two boards that were glued together to create this wider leg. Ideally, the two boards that you get for each leg will come out of the same stock, so that the coloration is going to be more uniform, that it'll be less obvious where the glue joint is. Now this glue joint here is glued, it was never planed down together. Once it's planed, it's going to look a lot better than it does right now. But, so what we're having here is, we have two boards that neither one is square. Neither one sits flat and has a parallel second face to it and the edges are parallel. So we have to get them to be that way to put them together so we have a flat surface. So both of these boards here, board 1 and board 2, need to go to the joiner to get a flat face and a flat edge, and then to the planer to get the second face parallel. The most important thing about that is that we want to keep our stock thicker than its eventual thickness. So in the case of our project that we're working on here, where we're doing the step stool, our leg's final dimension is supposed to be 7/8 of an inch thick. That is greater than what the normal thickness is for most projects. Most projects, most cabinets, most face frames, we go to 3/4 of an inch thickness. So if we have a board like this that's starting out at a little over an inch, we can get it flat and plane it to 7/8, glue it, and then once the glued piece is dry, take that to the planer and take it down to its final dimension. In the case of the step stools that we're making, it's a little bit more difficult than that, because we have to be careful we don't go over the joiner too many times or through the planer too many times that we get down to that 7/8 before we glue them up. In the case that we do, we can't go back and plane them then afterwards. So if we have any unevenness with our gluing, then that's going to affect our final product. So what we want to do is we want to take these boards here, we want to join them, joint face and edge, 2, plane second face, and we want to make sure stay greater than 7/8 of an inch. Okay? We want to be able to, after they're glued, to go back over to the planer. So we're going to do that with these two boards right here. These are in no specific size that I'm going for here. I just want to show you how to glue the two boards together to get a larger stock. For yours, you're going to need over 14.5 inches. 14.5 inches is how wide the leg is. So you're going to want to find two boards that when you put them together give you a width of maybe 15 inches, half an inch greater than what you're going to be looking for eventually. Sometimes, depending on what materials we have here, it's going to require 3 boards to get that. So 3 5-inch boards to get 15 inches. Depending on what we have in stock here, kind of dictates how you're going to be able to get that width, whether it's going to be with 2 boards or with 3 boards. So we're going to go over to the joiner now, and we're going to join a face and an edge of these and plane them to a thickness that is greater than our final dimension of 7/8.